After many years of wondering what Dark Souls would look like if it went Eastern, it was Team Ninja via Neo, and not From Software, that gave us the first look at a Japan-based Souls-like. Neo was a welcome surprise, even with its shortcomings, and I'm excited for Neo too. However, the announcement of Sekiro did stir in me the yearning for some Souls signatures in Asian garb. I want to explore what I want to get from Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, after knowing how Neo went, and from the perspective of a loyal Souls player that was surprised to learn of the action tag. Number 10. Detail. As game budgets get larger, so do the environments in which we play these games. Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption 2 are recent examples of enormous landscapes with native flora, fauna, and hundreds of NPCs with their own schedules. Nobody's expecting Sekiro to deliver the scale of these games, but I do want to see more detail. From Software has always provided excellent level design in terms of traversing and atmosphere. However, I feel like they have relied a bit too much on the copy and paste of assets, creating full environments that are lacking the functionality you would see in a real-world location. Now that From is using their own history as a canvas, I'd like to see the hints of ongoing life without Ashina Castle grounds. I want to feel that the place has been repurposed, but you can still see its original function. Number 9. Graphics performance on all platforms. From Software has previously struggled with framerate issues and low performance on certain platforms. Combat is an integral part of Sekiro, and since Dark Souls 3 delivered a great experience across consoles and PCs, I would like this to remain the case. Framerate and performance are intrinsic to an action game, and given Devil May Cry 5 is coming out almost at the same time, From better bring their A game to this party. Number 8. Moderated patching. Sekiro might be a single player game, but we all know that From Software is known for bringing down the nerf hammer with its full possible weight. There's little more disappointing than seeing a build you made be nerfed into oblivion because someone was abusing it at PvP or one boss was too weak to it. For Sekiro patches, I want the devs to commit to their day one experience, given the limitations placed on builds, and don't take away my toys after launch. Number 7. NPC questlines. We already have confirmation that Sekiro will feature NPC questlines, and it was implied players can opt to help them or not. As one of the most interesting aspects of the Souls games, I'm really excited to see how NPC quest progression may develop and what possible impacts it can have on the game's confirmed multiple endings. Number 6. Collectibles. Not necessarily something like find 10 feathers for the sake of it, but I do enjoy a good and rewarding treasure hunt. Bloodborne introduced lore notes, and Dark Souls 3 initially had something called Epitaphs, but they were removed for the full release. It would be wonderful if Sekiro kept the notes we already know are present, and implemented them so what you read and know may be incorporated into NPC dialogues, or even unlocking secret passages. Since eavesdropping is a thing, could that be one of its purposes? Number 5. Customization and builds. Whilst we were told that skins and outfits were not going to happen, I hold out hope that perhaps they could be introduced in late development or even post-launch, as Neo did with many of its skins and multiplayer features. Being able to create a seal for your clan, or determine your clan colours, could be a simple but effective way to give me more ownership of the character and the quest. Further, I really hope that there's a wide variety of skills to pick from, similar to Neo's skill tree, as it gives me a reason to look deeper into the mechanics and do some customizing to match my approach to battle. Number 4. Epic bosses Souls style. If there is something that Souls has never disappointed at, it's making the process of finding, meeting and defeating a boss a rewarding and satisfying experience. Whilst we all had our beef with defiled amygdala's proportions, the previewed corrupted monk and old lady set the tone for refined and intense bosses that can create memorable battles. Can you recall your God of War boss battles? Yeah, neither can I. But I sure can remember how I tucked tail and ran from the Asylum Demon, or how many times I had to run back to Aldridge. I want that experience with Sekiro bosses, and I want it to be even better than Bloodborne. Number 3. Asynchronous features. This may just be me in the bargaining stage of grief for the loss of multiplayer, but I would really love to see some asynchronous features implemented into the game. Seeing player ghosts, Interacting with Bloodstains and leaving messages was a huge part of what made Souls successful as a community game. Sekiro could incorporate similar features such as a global boss kill counter, a death ratio, most used weapons, and so forth. If indie games like Salt and Sanctuary can find ways, so can From. Number 2. Challenges, Arena, and Scores. Whilst Sekiro is a single-player experience, and not a typical action game with predefined set levels that end with the score screen, it would be nice to see them incorporate some of the extras of other action games such as Devil May Cry. Challenge arenas, for example, are a great way to provide players with extra activities and conditions that prolong the game's lifespan and extend replayability just like NG+ can. Given Sekiro won't have any difficulty modes, an optional boss rush arena seems like the perfect way to bring a dungeon crawler classic to this action title. Number 1. Secrets, Unlocks, and Surprises. Some of the best moments in my gaming memories revolve around the discovery of hidden details within games. These are not necessarily times I personally discover something, but rather when unknown individuals within the large Souls fanbase come forth with some earth-shattering information, such as, "You can use this ring I found in an obscure dungeon to propose marriage to this NPC." Gaming as a whole has changed, and nowadays early copies reveal a lot of information early, but From Software seems to be keeping their cards close to their chest, and I hope they can keep this up and give us all an opportunity to unlock the secrets of Sekiro at launch.